Well, the Senate has confirmed President Joe Biden's nominee, Miguel Cardona, for Education Secretary. Cardona previously served as Connecticut's Education Commissioner. He has supported biological males who identify as transgender females to participate in girls' athletics. In 2019, several female athletes sued the state of Connecticut over its policy, which allowed student athletes to compete based on their preferred gender identity. Joining us now is Christiana Holcomb, legal counsel with Alliance Defending Freedom. She also worked on the case involving the female athletes in Connecticut. Christiana, welcome back. Great to have you on again. I want to talk about the new Education Secretary, Miguel Cardona, in just a minute. But first, what's the latest in your case involving the female athletes in Connecticut?
Yes, well, on Friday, Alliance Defending Freedom attorneys made our case to the court. We argued that Title IX was designed specifically to protect opportunities, athletic opportunities for female athletes like our clients, and we want to ensure that they continue to have those opportunities moving forward. So we now sit back and wait, and we expect to hear back from the court within the next few weeks.
I want to go back now to Miguel Cardona. He was Education Secretary in Connecticut, where that lawsuit was filed. What can we expect from him in this new position?
Well, I think it's deeply concerning that Dr. Cardona, during his confirmation hearings, was not willing to affirm fairness for female athletes. He dodged the question, and, as now the head of the federal agency charged with enforcing Title IX, it's deeply concerning that he was not willing to formally take a position and affirm that young female athletes have the right to fair competition.
Former President Donald Trump has been discussing women's sports as well. In his speech at CPAC over the weekend, he said women's sports could die if transgender males are allowed to participate. Do you agree with him?
Well, certainly, if biological males are, as a matter of policy, allowed to compete in and dominate the female category, we really do face a future in which we will have men's sports and co-ed sports. Women's sports will not be able to exist as a separate category, and for one very simple reason. There are inherent physical differences between the sexes. That is the entire reason we have women's sports as a separate category, because biological males have athletic advantages that comparably fit and trained female athletes simply cannot compete against.
And Christiana, before I let you go, any final thoughts as where we are headed when it comes to female athletics?
Well, I think it's deeply concerning that this administration already has a track record of anti-woman and anti-science policies. Just this past week, the House of Representatives passed the so-called Equality Act, which would undermine women's private spaces, their homeless shelters, and yes, even women's sports on a national level. So it's a deeply concerning trend, and it is time for the American people to stand up and speak out if they want to see a future where young female athletes can continue to compete in the sports that they love.
And we're going to leave it right there. Christiana Holcomb, legal counsel with the Alliance Defending Freedom. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.